Steve, with the transfer window and everything else that goes with it, it seemed to take an age to get Shawn on board, but he's finally here. And
yeah.
What's your assessment?
Well, I think it was Shawn. I think it was Shawn's desire to get here was the key factor to it. For one reason or another, it didn't quite work out in Chicago, and I think he wanted to play back in England again. So I think it was his desire that really got it over the line, really. And we're delighted we've got him. He's a very, very good footballer, somebody I've seen from afar from a long, long time. And just what we need, you know. We've brought in a few experienced and a few younger players. So let's hope we've got the balance right. I think we have. But certainly Shawn will be a good addition to us.
You were saying that he only became aware of your interest at the start of this month. It seems a long month, but anyway.
Yeah.
But he's been on your radar for quite some time.
He has, yeah. I mean, we tried. We had a little nibble at him before he went to America, if I'm being honest. That didn't quite happen. I think he thought the challenge of America was going to be for him. And obviously, for one reason or another, that hasn't quite worked out in America. But that's to our benefit. So, as I said, he's a quality act. As we've seen him for Scotland, his last couple of performances for Scotland have been terrific. So, I'm sure he'll be a big addition to us.
Physically, his fitness, is he ready to go?
Yeah, he's fine. But the only thing we have to wait now, unfortunately, we haven't got international clearance. So we hope that comes through today. But knowing the way the saga's dragged on, it'll probably come Monday, and that'll be just our luck.
What's the deadline?
It's today sometime. I ain't so sure. Is it 1 o'clock or 5 o'clock? Is it 1 o'clock?
I think it's 1 o'clock.
Is it 1 o'clock?
You want to check Juliet, but I think it's 1 o'clock.
I think it may be 1 o'clock. Don't know.
All right. You were massively disappointed with the performance and result last week at Charlton. What do you put that down to?
Well, look, I don't want to make excuses. We didn't perform well enough for whatever reason. I think one of the reasons was the heat. I've never known it as hot as it was last weekend. It was quite ridiculous, but it's a little bit fresher today, thankfully. No, I didn't want to make excuses, but we were nowhere near the standard of what I know we're capable of. We're nowhere near what we reached before, the week before with Fulham. So I think that is what we're looking for. That consistency is going to be key to us getting out of this division. And I think we'll play tomorrow, which is I think our seventh game. Seventh game in something like 21 days is quite welcome.
Demanding, isn't it?
Yeah, demanding's the right word. And for one reason or another, last week was a struggle for us. So I expect us to be better tomorrow. We will be better because, in all frankness, I don't think we could be any worse. So that should be better.
But with the international breaks kicking in as well for this
Yes.
campaign, it's the first one coming up. Finish in a healthy position against Preston, and would you?
Yeah, it's been a good start. We get a good result against Preston tomorrow. Then it's been a decent start, because there's no question it's been difficult over the summer months, and getting over the hangover of relegation and getting used to life back in the Championship again has been difficult for everybody. However, I think the supporters can see a nucleus of a new team, and I hope, as I said at the top of the interview, we've got the right balance with a bit of experience and a bit of youth, and I hope that bears us well.
And life back in the transfer window, approaching deadline day as well. Is
Good.
it a weekend that you're going to fear? Because we all know the situation that some of your higher profile players are in.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we need the window to close as quick as we can, as far as we're concerned. And if we go to bat with what we've got now, I'm pretty pleased. We've got one or two things on the go ourselves, and we hope we can bring one or two in. So let's hope that the next 48 hours, see what it brings.
Do you envisage any more departures?
Yeah. There's something about me which thinks something's going to happen, because we all know what deadline day is. You know, people panic. People have a bad result at the weekend, and all of a sudden they need 2-3 new players. So I think we all have to look at stopping the window before the season starts. I think that would benefit everybody. But we're we'll have to wait and be patient and see what Tuesday brings.
It sounds a daft question then finally. You say you're trying to bring, or you've got a couple of players you're looking to bring in. How many players can you afford to lose?
Well, we can't really to lose many, because we've already, I think, something like 15 is gone, and I think we've brought in 5. So the squad is looking good at the minute because we've got nobody injured, which last year by this time we had 4 or 5. So thankfully, in that respect, it's good. But we could do with 1 or 2. We could do at least 1 or 2 just to make sure we're ready.